Hey, what's up, everyone? Today I want to talk to you about being encouraging. You've probably been on social media lately. In fact, you're probably on it right now. Or you've probably turned on the news or listened to the radio, and maybe you've just read the news lately, and we're seeing a lot of negativity on all of those things. And I personally find the negativity to be totally discouraging. But I stop and wonder if I'm part of the problem. Am I the kind of person that brings discouragement or encouragement? And I think that as Christians, God calls us to be positive, to reconcile, and to heal. And I think that we need to realize right now that the world is hurting. People are hurting. And everyone is walking around with some level of pain and loss. And then some people think, you know what the world needs right now is my wisdom. But really, what they need from us right now is our encouragement. And I believe that every one of us can be an encouraging person. In the Bible, Job went through incredible loss and heartache. Satan took away his possessions, his health, and his family. And Job's friends were actually pretty encouraging at first. They came together to mourn with him. And it says they lifted up their voices and wept with him. It says that they tore their clothes and put dust on their heads, really entering into Job's pain. They stayed with him and didn't speak for 7 days. Imagine if you were hurting and your friends did that for you, sat silently for 7 days. Well, that'd be incredible, right? But then Job's friends thought, you know what Job needs right now is our wisdom. And it was all downhill from there. His friends said things like, Job, isn't your evil abundant? Job, who was innocent that they ever perished? Job, if iniquity is in your hand, put it far away. Don't let wickedness reside in your tents. And what did Job say? Well, he said, oh my goodness, guys, you're so right. I can't believe you took my specific issue and generalized it so accurately. Wow, thank you, friends. No, actually Job said in 16:12, I have heard many things like these. You are miserable comforters, all of you. Will your long-winded speeches never end? What ails you that you keep arguing? Now, do you know anyone online who you think, why do they keep arguing? Or do you hear any talking heads that give long-winded speeches? Or do you have any friends or family that are miserable comforters? They say things like, well, you know what I would do? Or, here's what you should do. It's easy for us to stand outside of someone's problems and say things like that. But Job says, I could also speak like you if you were in my place. But if it was me, my mouth would encourage you. Comfort from my lips would bring you relief. He's saying, I would try to take away your grief and pain. I would try to encourage you. He's saying, if it was me, I would build your faith, strengthen your confidence, give you hope, tell you that God is for you, and that God has a plan for you, and that God loves you, and He's working things for your good, and He will never forsake you. In our lives, we come across broken people and broken situations, and we think, well, I need to say something. But resist the urge to share your wisdom. Resist the urge to diagnose or explain their pain. Sometimes we can be smart and wise and have all the answers, but come across as completely tone deaf. Even Christian-sounding phrases like, hey, it's all for the best, it's all part of God's plan, or God never sends people more adversity than what they can handle. That's miserable comfort. So how do we be encouraging when someone is in pain? Romans 12:15 says, mourn with those who mourn. That means you say things like, oh man, you don't deserve that. Geez, I'm so sad to hear about what happened to you. Can I pray for you about what you're going through? In general, just in general, if you want to be an overall encouraging person, I have one simple tip. Every time you think something positive, say it. Just say it. Don't let that positive thought pass without making it verbal. You have these incredible cell phone devices that give you instant communication with individuals and with the entire world. Use those things for encouragement. Tell someone right away that you were just thinking about them and how much you appreciate them. Or tell the world why you have hope right now, why you remain encouraged. It's going to sound awkward at first, especially if that's a muscle that you've never worked before. And I know that some people have the gift of encouragement, but I also know that the rest of us have to practice at it. And it's like exercising a muscle. You get better. Your words have power. They can build up or they can break down. Hebrews 3:13 says, "Encourage one another daily, as long as it is called today." And I believe God has given us the tools we need to be encouraging, and that He has put us in unique situations to be an encouragement to the people around us. Well, hey, that's all for today. But before you go, let me just give a shout out to my church. If you need an environment that is positive and encouraging, you won't find a better one than this. I've been going to this church for 5 years, and I'm just so blessed and encouraged by all the people here. And if you need that in your life, would you come try out my church? It's an amazing experience with amazing people, and you will be a more encouraging person just being surrounded by people like these. But before you go, just know that I love you, I believe in you, and God bless you. Take care, okay?